We live.
Let's do
you
it.
know what I mean?
With
you know, for the people, man, that don't know you, man. What's your name and where you from? Look at me and the camera, whatever,
all right,
bro.
cool.
You know?
Blaze, Agtown, Texas. I'm from the 4, to be exact. It's right there, man. Like a sublet. If niggas don't know, from the 4. Yeah, and I got an album called Love Jonez.
We gonna get into that, but first we gotta reverse.
Talk to me.
You know, what was your upbringing like, and you know,
as far as what
how did you come up with this persona, your personality? Like who put you on game to, you know, go about your day?
Damn, that's a good question. For starters, it would be my uncle. My uncle was one of the first people I ever seen. Like, he was like a player to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just a cool ass nigga to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first person I ever like mimicked. Like, I got a lot of like men in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncles, my father, my grandfathers. Like my grandpa Billy, he's the one that put me on baseball. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, he was a man's man, bro. He cooked for the house. He paid the bills. You know what I'm saying? He took care of what the fuck he was supposed to take care of. So that's a player to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's, as far as my initial influences, it would be them.
Okay. Yeah, everybody had a player uncle. You know, he might have, you know, bought you some all whites, or you might have caught him a CD he was listening to.
Man, the first pair of all whites I ever got was in New Jersey, Patterson, New Jersey, man, 2005. The summer 2005. I'll never forget that shit. That's the first pair of all whites I ever got. I never looked back.
How'd you feel though?
Man, I feel like a superstar, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was back when like Dipset was like on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? So like getting like my first pair of like Air Force One, and then come back to, because when I first moved to Texas, you know, I'm from Baltimore.
What?
I ain't nothing new. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. So I was born in Baltimore. I moved to Texas. I stayed on the East at first. I stayed on the East till 2005.
Was that shit really like The Wire though?
It's actually, it would probably, that's like the watered down version. Like, it's actually a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more. Baltimore's like a third world country, bro. Like, if you ever go, I gotta take you one day. It's like you ride down the street and the houses is boarded up. You know what I'm saying? For each, like, say if it's like an apartment complex, because they don't got like all the grassland that we have, so it's just streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just, each neighborhood is like, for, if it's one tenant, it's 5 abandoned homes, just boarded up, abandoned. So the shit is ugly.
Yeah.
I saw projects. For real. Niggas skinny jeans, short slap box in the middle of the street. Like this is every day.
Like in the fentanyl, got them kids fucked up out there in Baltimore nowadays.
Why do you think they on the fentanyl so heavy though?
I think it's the newest high. It's like when we was fucking with the Xanax. You know what I'm saying? Like Xanax really hit our city tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's something. I think when something is popular, people take it out of curiosity, as opposed to, you know, like that's what they do. You know, some niggas they just pop perks, they fuck with perks. Yeah. Some niggas they fuck with Molly's, fuck with Xans, or that's their drug of choice. You know what I'm saying? But it's some people that just ride the wave. They get peer pressure. So that's what I think.
With pills, you gotta shake the dice, and I feel like that's risking a lot. But at the same time, you know, how do you keep your balance of staying away from that?
Well, you know, I used to be addicted to Xans back in like 2011, 2012. I was like a heavy Xan addict, bro. I fucked with Xan because I sold them. And so after a while, like when I was selling them, like I was like, fuck it, bro. Like, why is this white boy coming to buy 5 pills 2 times a day? You know what I'm saying? He must fuck with these hoes. You feel me? So I just popped one day, and then shit, it just became a thing. I was damn near popping 2 a day. I was putting them in Sprites. I was putting Jolly Ranchers in my Sprites, putting 2 Xans in there, shaking it up, putting it in the freezer, taking it out. That shit tastes like Kool-Aid.
Damn.
You feel me? So, and then it was one day I was fucked up off them Xans. I used to have them on Tribute Tuesdays. And I was fucked up off them Xans one day, and I went to the gas station to get some Tylenols. You know, each Tylenol was like 600 like milligrams and shit like that. And like I mixed it, bro, and I overdosed.
You had a headache? And that's why you took it? Like,
because like, you gotta think, I was on the Xans, and I'm taking shots of tequila. Like we was drinking that Wolf vodka because we weren't on enough to like buy liquor at the time. So I used to fuck with a partner where his stepdaddy was white. So he'd go to the liquor store like 3 times a week and just buy us liquor.
Damn, that's when we was drinking Amsterdam at Trippy Tuesday.
Yes, bro. Amsterdam, Everclear. Bro, no, you thought it was Amsterdam. The Amsterdam bottle was empty. We was filling it with Wolf vodka, is what I'm telling you. Like, we would take the bottles and put
So
Wolf.
y'all had the juice disguising it with the vodka. No wonder I was loaded.
Bro, yeah. You know
I was loaded.
You should drunk a lot faster. You feel
Yeah.
me? Yeah, later.
But people gotta, you gotta talk about them days, man. The scene, you know what I mean? People don't know, you know. Arlington, house parties.
It was such a. Did we start the house party wave?
I believe it. I just remember
Not Timberview.
not Timberview, but I'm saying
No, I'm talking about just
every
like
school.
the South though.
Yeah, we started that shit
You know what I'm saying? I feel like
freshman year.
those was different times, bro, because we was able not to sound like cliche, but it's like if you went out, everybody knew each other. You know what I'm saying? It was like a unwritten or unspoken of community. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just knew where to go. And if you don't know where to go, you just don't know. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But like it was beautiful. It was times where North Side niggas and East Side niggas and South Side niggas would be in the same kickback. You know what I'm saying? Just on a random night. Like people don't. Of course, that's before like all the bullshit happened or like things would get shot up or, you know, people's houses get fucked up. Things that happen, you know what I'm saying? But it was good times, bro.
What's the most, you know, thing where it's like, man, I might need to go in the house next weekend situation? Like, what's the what's the craziest thing you seen at a house party? And it's like, man,
I mean, I don't think there's anything I seen at the house party that made me just not want to like stay outside. Like as far as like, because it's like, not to sound cliche, but that's just how we was living. That's what we was doing. Like if somebody got jumped at a kickback, I mean, that was expected. This is Arlington, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is too serious. We're the land of too seriousness, you know what I'm saying? So something's gonna happen. It's expected, you know what I'm saying? As long as don't nobody die or get put in the hospital, I mean, then we keep playing. We done seen these get jumped, kicked out the kickback, and then we keep the kickback going for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's Arlington for you.
Because it was damn near normal.
Bro, and that was back when niggas could just fight. I mean, of course, it would escalate into other shit, but niggas would just be able to just fight, you know what I'm saying, get their issue and go on about the night, and we still partying like nothing happened.
And that was a blessing when it was just fighting, you know. Now these kids are damn near John Wick, you know.
I mean, and it's not that I don't understand the shooting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like, I get it, but I feel like it's become like people are too quick to the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of it being a fight and then it escalating to a shootout, niggas would just go straight to the shootout. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With no rhyme or reason to why. They just sliding. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless to me.
Yeah, it's got to be super pointless, you know what I mean? That's why it's a blessing that, you know, you could chop game with me about, you know, your progression. You know what I mean? Well, how do you feel about, you know, your album, Love Jonez, you know? How do you feel about when you released it? What was your feeling like?
It was like a live therapy session. You feel me? Because I feel like I had never really addressed those feelings of mine like publicly. You feel me? Not to say it was everybody's business, but I'm a rapper. And so I didn't want to, I mean, you know how we came up. So I feel like I could have went the typical route and talked about all type of stupid shit. But I wanted to give people something they could follow, that they could feel, that they could relate to. I feel like everybody dates. Everybody has relationship issues or dramas or things that they haven't dealt with in their older age. And I feel like with Love Jonez, that's not only me addressing myself, but niggas like me. Because I know I'm not the only person that deals with this or that struggles with dating, in a sense. You feel me? So I wanted to at least be as honest as possible. While not being corny, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like an infomercial or like, you know, like I'm trying to be Dr. Love or some stupid ass shit, but I wanted people to feel me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be like the guy next door. So
laid the beat down for you throughout the whole album? Because it was like a movie, you know?
My man Chris Minor. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be talking to you right now without Chris Minor. Chris Minor is like my guardian angel, bro. Like he was able to, if I wasn't able to see it, he was able to bring it to light for me. Or if it wasn't something like, I've never made a real album before, ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I made mixtapes, I never made an album before. And I've tried to work with Kris before, but we never really connected on something at first. But then when we got to working on this album, we didn't even plan on doing the album at first. We were just trying to record because I was just trying to rap because I just got through something just wild in my life. So I just wanted to just get some shit off my chest, release. You feel me? And then one session turned into two turned into three, and then we just said, fuck it, let's make an album. You know what I'm saying?
That's like therapy, man. What made y'all go the movie route though?
Because I wanted a theme. I wanted something that people could be interested in. Even if you don't like every song, you're a part of the story. You're fucking with the story. So Love Jonez is my favorite movie because I felt like Darius Lovehall is a person I can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Just in the sense of how he carried himself, how he was very friend oriented. Like he stood on principles as a man. You know what I'm saying? And he was, a lover boy. You know what I'm saying? In the sense he thought with his heart first. And then his emotions or his logic second, in a sense. And I guess I can relate to that because I've done that a lot in my past situations.
Did any females call you after the album dropped?
For sure. Why you say my fucking name on the album? I'm like, shit, you the one that did it. The fuck? What you want me to do? Apologize? Sorry? Not really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And niggas like the song, so shit, fuck it.
If they jamming the song, I feel like they should be happy that they naming it. You know what I mean? Who inspires your style, man? I need like 3 rappers.
Starlito. Probably number 1 because he's my favorite rapper. That's like my cousin. Like I never met Starlito, but it's like if I ever had a person that like just I love their music, you know what I'm saying? Like on like a spiritual level, it'd be Starlito. As far as like rap, of course, like Jay-Z, Kanye, you know what I'm saying? But stylistically, like Currency, you know what I'm saying? Like those are people that really just influence. Not even so much how I rap, but just to do rap, to rap. Like I love artists, or I love rappers who are authentic to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not faking the funk of whatever life they live. You only got to be a gangster, but like however you are, be that. And I feel like that's what the rappers that I like, that's what they're the best at. Like Currency just himself, he's a cool ass, snack eating ass, paper smoking ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's always been there, he's been consistent. I think that's what inspires me the most.
I seen you a new dog on there. You got one of them bullies.
Little Fridge Bulldog, that's my nigga.
Yeah, you was kicking it with him, outside, a lot cooling like Currency.
I mean, he like people. That my nigga, you know what I'm saying? He turned 2 this summer.
You gonna breed?
Man, I don't know, bro, because I don't want to be that person that charges niggas $5,000 for a puppy.
But it could go crazy.
Yeah, but that's a wild hustle. Like, bro, like $5,000 for a dog.
Yeah, but
that's really a cheap price. You know, just be going for like 10 bands, 15 bands for a puppy. I will beat your ass, bro. Why are you disrespecting me like that? Bro, like that's crazy. But I mean, I niggas is paying this. I respect it, but that's wild, bro.
That's super wild. So how has it, been making yourself a brand?
I think that's something I'm still working on. Yeah. Because it's like, people don't just teach you how to market yourself or how to brand yourself or how to consistently, especially with Instagram, fucking up the algorithm how they did, to where, you know what I'm saying, like it used to be where I can just go on Instagram and if I had 400 followers, I would see all 400 of my followers post. Now, if I'm not watching your story every day or talking to you on Instagram or commenting on your post, I won't see your story. And I follow you, you follow me. But if we're not physically, or if we're not like engaging with each other, then I won't see your shit. It'll just get buried in the algorithm. I think it makes it harder for people to monetize that way.
I was peeping it the other day. How'd you notice that so quick? And what made you be like, hey, y'all messing up my life?
Because when I dropped my last album, I tried to pay attention to my interaction, my engagement, who was listening to it, where it was being listened to, how many times, in what city, what state. And I realized that as I was doing that, and I'm watching Instagram, I'm noticing like, damn, I ain't seen this person like, they ain't like my post in months. Like how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or like it's because I was posting more often. Like if you post every day, like I think it brings you more attention. Some weird shit. It's like it's a game now.
They want you to pay for ads. That's the game now. Ads.
Sponsorship, sponsoring.
Yeah, but it's like, to a certain extent, was like, all right, I'll play, but you're not about to work my whole pocket. You know what I mean?
$5 a day, $10 a day, that should add up. I'll pay it. Fuck. And then for what? To go from 250 likes to 400? You know what I'm saying? 425?
Yeah. What made you, you know, switch it up a bit? What made you go with that style for that album cover, man?
I'm play ass nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But you gotta let them know what was going through your mind mid photo shoot, man.
I didn't want to just get like a regular, I guess, like a typical album cover. Like I wanted to, like, when I say like create a theme, like I want to like make a world, like, so when I make music, like people are coming into my world, you know what I'm saying? They're coming into my area or the world that I'm trying to create. So I wanted to, the album cover is an ode to Love and Happiness by Al Green, you know what I'm saying? And it's because that's one of, like, when I think of cool, or when I think of smooth, or when I think of I'm trying to get up and just, you know, and smoke and ride out on some player shit, I'm thinking of Al Green, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like my album is some real smooth player shit, personally. Yeah. So when people see the cover, I wanted them to feel comfortable or feel like, or get the vibe of what I was aiming for.
Cause I seen it. It was the combinations. You had the, you know, the white, the pink, the jungle in the back. I thought you was doing like some African Bambaataa, you know, like empowerment. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know some females laid the fit down, man.
Oh man, look, man, they a woman, shout out Shakir Studio. She was the one that came up with the background ideas and the ambiance of it. So she was the one like that really like put that together. She told me to go get the suit, the shoes, all that. So shout out to her. Man, you feel me? That's my nigga.
That's a beautiful feeling,
also,
man.
Cushion Orange Juice. Wiz Khalifa's album cover. I know the first, like
the original one, I was gonna have my face,
but just superimposed on Al Green, and he was like, "What you think?" I was like, "Bro, you should just go ahead and recreate the joint," because Wiz's album cover, his head is just superimposed on David Ruffin for that album, and so that's
for a long time. I ain't even.
That's when he had the little leopard print.
It was like the suit and the girl, like standing over him, holding him.
Was he in a chair?
No, he was standing up. There was a girl on the shoulder.
Was it
Cushion
blue?
Orange Juice.
No, I know Cushion Orange Juice. I'm thinking about some other shit. I'm thinking about when he was looking like motherfucking who the guy on Jimi Hendrix.
But when he
that was the
superimposed.
That was the original idea.
It's cool.
Yeah,
but
people don't know about that Cushion Orange Juice era though.
Especially out here, because
that's beautiful times.
Did y'all notice they fucked up the sampling on Apple?
They couldn't clear.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
What's that song called? Man, it's not Glass House, bro. It's damn, man.
Is it with the loose end sample that you got me hanging on the string?
Nah, most of the joints on there he couldn't clear. So he got
no, it's not the string side, but that's the one.
That's the cover, yeah.
That's the cover, but we talking about the song.
From Cushion Orange Juice?
Yeah.
I don't know which one, but a lot of them have to get replayed though.
Okay.
He got Drummer Boy to redo a lot of them beats because they couldn't clear the samples.
I was gonna ask y'all that. How did y'all do that for Love Jonez?
I would say, okay, so look, it's like this.
You know what I mean? Because that's a premium movie.
Not too much.
I'll give you a little bit. Okay, so it's about how you release the album, like how you title it. Are you titling it as an album or as a mixtape? You know what I'm saying? When you title it as an album, it can technically be counted as album sales. And when it's counted as album sales, that means I'm profiting off of this music and off of this sample I just used. So if they feel like I'm profiting off of it, they're gonna want a percentage of whatever I could have made $20. I could have made $25. They want 15 of it, for sure.
Also, what helps most artists in like his position is that nobody knows who he is. He's not tied to any like label or anything. So for me to sample the records and he rap with me, he put it out and quote unquote make money. Who's watching the books on Tim from California or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's checking for those streams like that.
And I didn't go to the radio with it.
Another thing too, which I thought this was what you
You could have easily.
is how you flip the sample as well. Like on the
You can hide it.
The Blurred Line song, you know, with Robert Thicke, Pharrell, T.I., Marvin Gaye's estate took everything because it sounded like that one joint that Marvin had.
What's going on?
No, it wasn't what's going on. It was
Mercy Me? Oh, no. That's right.
Yeah, that joint. They lost everything just because of, you know, him doing the little, it was like a vocal chop. Like, ooh, that part.
How I look.
Yeah.
Great.
And that was hard.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I know I'm talking, but I was just adding context to stuff you saying.
No, because they need to kind of like see, like, because we know who you are, bro. You mess with the album, you help get this man in the mix on some cinematic shit. So
I wouldn't be here without
cinematic. I mean, you could chop your game. We really will actually, if that's cool with you.
It's my nigga.
Yeah,
All
I
I
mean,
did was press record. That's it.
Nah, don't sell yourself short. You did more than that.
The beats.
Okay.
Everything like
the
production.
ideas.
The production side of the stuff, me and Da Vinci, who's another producer from here, I work with him very closely, like all my projects of the last like 2-3 years. So for this approach with Armani's project, as far as the production goes, he came in with some sample ideas. Like he has folders of songs that we made. Like most of the sample ideas were his.
That's true.
It would be like a day he caught me on a good day. I got something I've been cooking. I know we got a session. So with Armani, his like process is he want to rap over the loop. Like he don't want me to like make the intro to it or the ending or no breakdowns. He just want to rap over it.
like Jay Worthy.
I guess.
Exactly like Jay Worthy.
So
The
he
loop.
rap over the loop, and I was sitting with it, and I hit my boy Da Vinci. Like Da Vinci's like my closer. So like, if I got an idea started, I'll send it to Da Vinci. I'll be like, yo, finish it. Add the 808s because I can't play by ear, like my melodies and stuff. Or some things I can, but not 808s for some reason. He finished it or whatever. Then we all locked in for like 2 weeks. Da Vinci came over. He was here, and really. Why I say I didn't do nothing is because when Da Vinci was there mixing the album, I was just kicked back on my Rick Rubin, you know, feed out, all that shit. I'm like, that don't sound good, change it, shit like that. And it came out to be great. Like when you asked him earlier, like the girls hit him up, when girls found out I did the album, they was on my line. Like, yo, I didn't even know you did this. I was like, yeah, like my sister Katie was like, y'all styles fit each other so perfectly. And I didn't even realize that when you're so close to the elephant, you don't know it's an elephant you're looking at because you're so close. So you step back from it and you be like, oh shit, I did do this. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you felt at that moment. Did y'all really like had to lock in like on some?
It wasn't intentional, but it wasn't even so much as a lock in as it's so much I would call them like say like how we drinking right now, right? I might be drinking and call them like, what you doing? Like, I'm at the crib. I'm trying to have a session with you. Like, you with it? Cool. And it might start off as one song, and then we might finish it like, cause I write fast. I might write a verse in about 10, 15.
Yeah, he does.
If I'm feeling good. That's not always the case. It might take it. No, on my phone.
I was about to say you a cold motherfucker.
No. Pen and pad to be different. But nah, so I might, if I'm feeling good, I write a verse in 15 minutes. But I'm writing the verse as he's making the beat because don't get it twisted. I can write a verse in 15 minutes. He can make a beat in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know
I don't
what I'm
like
saying?
you though. But
You can do that?
Nah, he's a bad motherfucker.
So you like, what does it feel like it's in your head? Like, is it like some notes?
nah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Somebody asked me this a while ago. I look at beats as like the inner workings of a grandfather clock. So you got all these different gears that make that clock, you know, stay on time, wind, do all that shit. So in my mind, if I don't start to see a grandfather clock, I'm not on the right path. I don't even know why that happened. I don't even know why I started seeing a grandfather clock, but
Yeah.
it's like you need all these pieces to make this clock. And it's the same thing with a beat. Like you need all these, you know, your hi-hats, your kicks, your snares, the sample. So
People don't know how to make that loop bounce around and break dance. You know what I mean? You kept that consistent throughout that whole album. You know what I mean?
Groove, man. Me and my homie, I don't know if y'all heard of him. His name's Super Miles. He's a pristine.
Shout out Super Miles.
Producer. He's from Great Prairie. He went to Bowie, but he's worked with Wale, Currency, Pusha. He's moving. You know what I'm saying? And we were talking about this the other day because Kanye is my favorite producer all time. That's why I sample. But Pharrell does something completely different. Like Pharrell knows groove. Like just that pocket. Like that's why we got all these great Hov songs and all that shit like that, because Pharrell understands grooves. You need an artist to understand groove too, like the bounce. So once I realized, like Armani said, he only did mixtapes and he was a battle rapper, so he was like not rapping the beats. When I seen him, I went to go see him. I'm like, damn, this nigga good, bro. And I've always been like the one to spot out like who's who, like who can I potentially get my shit off on. And he was one of the guys, like you said, we just never linked, but he understood groove, and I could tell just by the songs that he would ask me to sample. So that was easy for me. So the beats did come very fast, and we would do like 3 songs a night before I would like finally kick them out.
Before it get like 2 in the morning type shit.
It's hard to like, you know, kick out music and feel somebody's vibe. How did y'all pick up the rhythm? Like, that's what you like? That. Boom, you just laced that?
That's a good
lot
question.
Of conversations, a lot of him smoking, a lot of me drinking. And just talking about music, like
because we hit dry spots. Like, I don't get it twisted. Like, I don't want people to think that every time we hit dry spots.
I'll hit dry spots
every time. 7.
Okay, so boom, I'll hit a dry spot. But it's more in the sense of, okay, like say if we done made 2 songs and like I'm a little like mentally like burnt out just of thinking, because thinking of rhymes is like pulling shit out of thin air, like literally. You know what I'm saying? Like say I got a blank canvas and I'm just throwing shit on there. You know what I'm saying? Like rhymes just come. I always say rapping is like double dutch. You feel me? If anybody's ever like double dutch, like it has a rhythm to it. You got to find a rhythm to it. You know what I'm saying? And when you jump in, you got to jump in and maintain that rhythm. Once you understand the rhythm, you can do whatever you want to it. You can jump in, out. I understand
good as well too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
If he the person jumping in a double dutch and I'm the one working the ropes, we got to know, okay, he finna throw that extra loop right there when you get ready to.
I done see him jump out before. Let me open it up so he can jump out there, boom. And keep, you know what I'm saying?
So like how y'all communicate that shit? If we rapping and then it's like you'll just listen to and then hop on? Like more so you just keep looping?
It's more so his, like, me personally. Okay, so look, I'm a rapping ass nigga, bro. I'm just keep it a bean. So you don't really, like, as far as beats, you don't gotta give me shit. You could and I'm a rap on that hoe for 3 minutes.
That's what Jeezy told Gibbs. You know? That's why I started laughing. But that's good though.
I had to tell him, bro, we need to put hooks. We got to make these actual songs.
He's the one that he'll pull the reins back. Like, nah, bro. Okay, the 30 was cool, but give me 16. Give me 16, and we're gonna take this other 30, making a hook. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a song, as opposed to you just coming in and making 3-minute verses. You know what I'm saying? And you can do that on a song. Like, that's okay in certain situations. But you can't make a whole album like that.
Hell no.
Nobody wants to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's why y'all went the cinematic route, because y'all got me through that ice storm out here in Texas.
Man, I
was jamming that, driving down the road, going 50, and it was getting me up through there smooth. You know what I mean? How does it feel, you know, to just receive a reaction after the album, though? What was the reaction?
It was nothing that I expected, to be honest with you, because I've never dropped an album before, so I didn't know how people was gonna fuck with me. Like Kris, to me, is an established rapper. He's been on tour. He's made beats with people. He has albums. He raps. Motherfuckers know he rap. Like, outside of battle rap, people don't just view me as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm Blaze to niggas. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just a rapper. So I had to make a completely new introduction to people as far as me being an artist. So I didn't know what was gonna happen. So to see people not only liked it, but would actually fucked with it and would come to a show or to say that, hey, this is my favorite song, I ain't gonna lie, but I could have died that day.
I seen a tweet from this girl on Twitter. I don't remember her name, but she was like, I listened to Love Jonez top to bottom, just like it was a Drake album or a Ross album or whoever. Like, she gave it that same ear. You know what I mean? I saw that. He was getting a lot of which I wanted to tell you this. I'm glad we said this on camera. You gotta tag me in every post because these notifications be going crazy, and I'm like, bro, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I saw that one, and that one when I was like, okay, that's dope that somebody recognized that just because he stayed down the street doesn't mean his art isn't just as good or better than
as nigga that don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, another testament to him, like we were working on 3 albums at that time. Really 4 because we were doing Love Jonez and his new project. We had already started that and it's missed. And I was working on 2 albums personally. Really 5 because we was working on Parnell's music as well. So
and our joint project.
So like to go back to like the Arlington scene or whatever, like everybody that was like clicked up back in the day, I saw potential in it. I'd be like, bro, when he was like, how do you know to stay home?
Yeah.
Against my parents' wishes, I used to tell everybody come over here because I've always had the studio. So I was like, bro, just pick up, start rapping, I'm gonna make this beat, like y'all just record. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, there was one time, I don't know if I told you, I begged one of my friends, I begged Braxo. I was like, bro, please don't go tonight because I just got this, I got this feeling, bro. If you go, something bad gonna happen. He's like, nah, I'll be all right. Sure enough, they went to jail the next day. Then come back, and I used to leave my house open, like for everybody, like come through. Again, against my parents' wishes, of course, but my mission at that time was very important to me because I grew a bond with these guys, like different sides of the fence. Like I was like an artsy, fashion type music guy. These dudes doing what they do. So I was like, bro, I see potential in all y'all. So just come through and rap. So luckily, we were old enough when we started that he was pretty much like, he wasn't as active. So it wasn't hard for me to get him over there. But we were working on 5 projects at once. And never did it feel like we were working. No arguments,
never forced.
Nothing. So it was,
organic, as they say.
It just felt like it was organic. See, when y'all make it big, it's gonna be on some, hey, we're gonna trade in and trade out like YG and Mustard.
Yeah.
Y'all could just go crazy.
More than that, too, because I feel like a lot of the producer-artist combos, it start going weird at certain points.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because it's like I think it goes weird because people have like higher expectations than they should. Like, this is my nigga, you feel me? Like, he's told me if I was to go work with other people or to go do it, he doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to go do it, not say I would, but if I would, I know. Okay, look, but I told you.
You did.
But I told you.
You did. I was just saying you did.
Okay, I told you that. But see, you know what I'm saying? But look, but like, it's just like, but we have an understanding already. So it's like, whenever it gets to that point, like, we friends, like, so even if the whole album isn't done by him, he's gonna have at least 4 or 5 songs on any project I do. Like, I can promise you that much. You know?
And that's a good trade out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially
rappers, producers alike, like, we get burnt out. I'm sure y'all get burnt out. Y'all want to do interviews like every single day.
I don't know, bro. I be low key enjoying this shit. Well, it give me like a little rush.
Conversationalist though. Yeah. So you like to talk.
You don't fuck with it.
She's shaking her head no. I can tell she's
the business side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like, just imagine, bro. Like, I don't even know what to liken it to, but just imagine, like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. If Kobe had to play for the Lakers, then go play for Miami, then go play for
burnt out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shaq.
It's one thing, like, the team, yeah, but like, as a producer, I gotta work with so many different people, and I gotta maintain these relationships. I gotta see how your mom's doing. How you and your girl. Like, I am the guy in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am the therapist.
That's right.
He come over here and say all his shit, but on top of his shit, I got my shit too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which we trade off. We do trade off. I don't want to make it sound like.
But that's how y'all trade with music though, because y'all already feeling each other's pain. You know what I mean? You constantly, keeping up conversation. You know, black men, we don't just chop game, bro. We be on some.
Builders, bro.
Yeah.
We built the pyramids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That took that took a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, talk that Asiatic shit, man.
I'm just saying, did you do your mathematics today?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so you gotta realize, like, black men in particular, like, yeah, we world builders. On top of having, you know, Pharaoh and his people whipping us while we building.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You take that idea and just spread it across the timeline, like from then to now, it's the same. It might not be whips, it might be corporate, it might not be
whatever that is.
Speaking of that, man, I've always wanted to know this. What kind of, you know, slave do you feel like you would have been, man? The rebellion, or you would have went the, you know, I'ma just do me, I just want to live, you know what I mean? How do you feel?
I feel I'll be like a Catcher Freeman episode of the Boondocks.
I'll be dead by now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You say you be who?
I'll be dead by now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hard head.
I just, it's not even that, bro. I probably be done try to sell some shit, stole some shit or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler, bro. I'm gonna try to make some money out of something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hang me for that. I already know. So
I definitely would have tried to free some niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm selling that cotton on the side, my nigga. You feel me? Like, listen, bro, I put a little in the sack.
Let me see the light.
You know what I'm saying? I got about 15. I got about 15 sacks on the side. I sell you 2 of them.
Baked potatoes, what?
Anything, even some yams for this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I'd have died for it, but I'd have did it though.
That's a crazy question though, too. You know, because black people, we don't really know our history. My brother did the Ancestry 23andMe, got it back as far as he could, which is like my great grandmother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
yeah, do that shit in Africa though, is what I heard.
It would be cool to, but man, how much history have gotten wiped away? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta think they just gassing us in corporate too. Then they gassing us, you know, with the old tactics, like protecting knowledge. You know what I mean?
This
is a new one on Passion TV.
Right, let me ask you a question. So, where did you get passion from? Like, man, that's been your shit for a minute now.
I'll tell you.
Talk to me.
Tupac, man.
Okay.
My dad was a big Tupac guy. Okay. So he was always talking about passion is passion. I just liked the way he placed that shit in his songs. So this motherfucker had a DJ Quick song called In the Late Night. He was like, drink a thug passion, and he was just constantly talking about the drink, constantly talking about thug passion. So I just started saying passion, because, you know, niggas, everybody used to say live, or, you know, that's tight. You know what I mean? I started using passion for everything. Yeah, you know what I mean? So me and all my partners, it's like we throw it on whatever. You know what I mean? Like Monty is Passion Cafe, and we grew up together. So I'm Passion TV. We trying to make it an entity. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm chopping game with everybody, and you know,
I just a lot of passion on the way.
I get like a Spike Lee, John Singleton vibe. This is the hat and glasses combo, really. Yeah. And then being behind the camera. Was that too much? Okay? I didn't want to hype you up for that, but I do get that vibe from you. Like, that's dope.
I just be trying to just know, you know, everybody's story. You know, at the same time, I'm an open book. People remember me just from, you know, just being around, you know, being on the scene, having a good time, you know.
By the way, but if I could throw a little pettiness and salt into the game. You went to Timberview, right?
No, I went to Legacy.
Well, a Timberview I want to speak to directly. This is you, the man behind the camera.
Goddamn.
Back in the day, what year did you graduate?
12.
Okay, 12. I graduated 11. Well, I was supposed to. I dropped out.
Prime time.
But that was prime time.
12 was prime time.
I didn't start hearing about y'all throwing parties until I was already a working man.
Bro, parents wasn't trying to let people come up through the spot like that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But that's why I want to credit Bowie, or at least Arlington, or at least me. Let me credit me. This motherfucker used to be packed out. Oh God! If I'm lying, I'm dying.
It's the trade.
But how does it feel to just throw a party? Like, what is that like for you to have the scene? Like everybody's on the scene at your house, and you can come back to the school with that.
It was beautiful. Yeah. And but you like you said, it wasn't even nothing we talked about. Yeah. We just knew Friday. We going to Kris' house.
See,
I ain't Dalton's house.
I ain't start throwing kickbacks until I was it was the year you graduated. It was summer 12. That's when we started throwing kickbacks, and that was really because we started off we just getting hotels and just calling bitches over. That's how it started, and then it went.
Shut that down.
Laws would pull up consistently.
Hey, Laws know us by first name.
You feel me? Then we would go to my niggas' apartments, but then that shit would end up getting too packed, and then the wrong nigga see the wrong nigga in this little small vicinity. Yeah. It's going down. So boom, the apartment shit had to go. Then I don't know what happened. I don't know what type of streak it was on, bro, but people's parents was going out of town that summer, bro. Everybody's parents just going on vacation to the Bahamas, and because that's how we started on them kickbacks, bro. We didn't have Airbnb. You know what I'm saying?
We was coming out of the recession at that time. When Obama got elected that first time, that's when the money started flowing back. So people was able to cut. You know, I ain't got to pay this much for this month, so I'm going to do this or whatever. Yeah. That was beautiful. Shout out to Obeezy.
And then, nigga, we came up with Triple Tuesday only because, nigga, it was a Tuesday and it was raining that day. Motherfuckers was not, we didn't even think it was going to be packed, but it stopped raining at like 7:30. And then, you know what I'm saying, once 9:15, I'm talking about the city pulled up, nigga. Like
that whole era was crazy. Y'all was even doing parties in like mansions in Grand Prairie, Joe Pool. Bro. Y'all was really doing whatever, bro.
We got lucky, bro. When I say we got lucky, like, bro, niggas' parents just so happened to be going out of town, bro. It's all like, shout out to my nigga Drew, bro. Like Drew was one of the niggas that like used to help me help us find a house and shit, Drew knew everybody, bro. Yeah. Drew was one of them niggas at the time. So
I remember Drew.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, bro. I don't even understand. I don't understand why so many people's parents was going for that length period of time, bro.
But you got to think your parents got to live their life too, like the mama from Baby Boy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, speaking out of town. How was New York and how was that scene? You know what I mean?
Oh man, look, see, bro, I always, whether it was a big stage, small stage, whatever, I always wanted to be accepted as a rapper in New York because I feel like that's the litmus test. As an MC, bro, you want to go, or just in any field that you go in, you want to go where the best at. Or you want to go where they say that at the best are from. You know what I'm saying? And compete. Or at least to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've been that nigga out here. I've been showed to people in the Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth area,
from the rap battle scene.
I fuck niggas up, bro.
You had a battle too.
You had a battle out there.
I had a show out there. So the battle might have been way more aggressive than the show.
For sure.
But why do y'all wasn't fighting after the rap battles? It was a few. It was a few.
Couple. But it's you understand, bro. It's supposed to be just a show. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, some people just took that shit too far. You know what I'm saying? Some people just do or say some shit that was just over the line. You know what
I remember one battle, I believe it was a lineup where, a guy mentioned, Lil Jesse, and then it was a lot of commotion. I had family members that were there that told me about it. I don't know what I was doing. How did y'all feel in that point of time when that line was too crossed?
Well, see, look, I fuck with Hero, right? Hero is a nigga that I fuck with when it comes to battle rap. So he's definitely apologized for what he said.
Yeah.
But in the moment, you know what I'm saying? It was because I don't know, it was just weird because niggas didn't know he was gonna say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he said it, it's
and on top of that too, what gave him the license to say that? You know what I'm saying?
Because
the line wasn't. I think he said it was like one of those you'll be chilling with Jesse type lines type shit.
Yeah, something like that. And it's bro, you can't say that, especially in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't say it at all because we fuck with the nigga. Jesse was was ours. You know what I'm saying? Jesse belonged to the South. He's the South Side nigga. He was one of the very few. I don't want to say the only nigga, but he was one of the very few niggas that every side fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody fucked with Jesse, bro. And he was able to get that pass because he was just so cool. He kept it real with niggas. Yeah. So we loved him for that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So when you can't just say some shit like that and think people are gonna. But also, I think it was like a catch-22 because it is battle rap and niggas have said way worse. But we, like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta read the room. We aren't gonna accept that. You know what I'm saying?
And like, another thing, you gotta add to that too. Niggas that was battling back then, that was like 23 years old. So it was like very young. Like if you see like Lux or Mook or one of them dudes like battling and some stuff like that get said, they go, oh, okay, that's like, how you want to do it. Yeah. But you talking about people that, you know,
in the room that lived there,
like, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like reading the room. That's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't too cognizant or too aware of where he was at.
He started that league, right?
Yeah, it's his league.
Okay, so Pete, you started the league. You got people from every corner of Arlington, Dallas, Fort Worth, or whatever in here. You gonna bring up a name? That's like shitting on Malcolm X or something. In a room full of people who believed in what he believed in and stood what he stood for. Like that's not finna happen like that. Yeah. So that's like one of the only battles I missed. But the footage had leaked. Like they had put it out on Twitter of like what happened after it said it. It was crazy, as it should have been.
Yeah, that's like, his brother and your boy.
And on top of that, like from my understanding, you know, he wasn't one of those type of dudes anyway.
No, he was an alright guy.
I thought he was like in the army or something.
I mean, no, he is. Yeah.
So
no, he Navy.
He wasn't one of those type of dudes to even speak on like that legacy. Like it's weird to hear like everyday people say that somebody they grew up with was a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like you would have had to become.
And Jesse was a legend.
What was your biggest, you know, little Jesse moment? Because I remember him just stopping me. You know, I'm at a parking. I think I'm over there at Trinity Trace, bro. And I park, and him, dude, all them walk up to me like, "Who you are?" You know, they just really touchy with me. And Quentin came out of nowhere, was like, "Hey, y'all good? That's my cousin." You know what I mean?
Okay, McCoy.
Yeah, Quentin McCoy. And then little Jesse just was like, "Bro, I just wanted you to turn up the music. I ain't pressing you." Yeah. You know what I mean? He was just dancing outside the car. I'm playing fat.
First person I seen when they was doing the jig and shit, he was the first person I seen throw in the like guitar.
Crazy.
The guitar move with it. Yeah. But my fondest memory of him, he came over here, and I don't know if you remember that group Laid from back in the day. It was like Rozelle, Dez, Langston, and like a PJ. So Jesse was fucking with them. So he came to my house and he was like, "Bro, I know what you're doing with your music. We need to get Laid, and we need to get, you know, the niggas that I was fucking with music from here at the time. We need to get y'all together because we need to build like a conglomerate." I already talked to Chaz, shout out to Chaz, and all that. And we just need to all build and put it up on a pedestal because it sounds fucked up to say, but we were the only people that quote unquote were making like real music. Like it wasn't dance music. Like we had substance and all that stuff. The beats was crazy. So I was like, yeah, bro, I'm with that. Like for sure. Right after that, my homie stayed down the street. He bought his Nintendo 64 down here. Me, Jesse, and him was playing Mario Kart. That's my last memory with Jesse. And after that, he had passed in that car accident. So
I was with Jesse the night he passed. I guess this would be like my fondest memory or whatever. It was a Triple Tuesday at your boy house.
Yeah.
And we was freestyling in the living room or whatever. Me, him, Ace. You know what I'm saying? It's on video or whatever. So we freestyled and the kickback was over. And so as it was ending, everybody had left and they was going to like another function or whatever. So it's me, Lil Jesse, my partner Drew. We probably like 10, 12 people in there. So we drunk. So we in the front yard, in the front of the house, slapboxing with these females or whatever. We laughing and shit, playing games or whatever. Boom. They get done. They go in the house and his ride pull up in front. He said, "Hey, bitch, you going to the function?" I said, "Yeah, I'll be there in like, you know what I'm saying, like 15, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20 minutes, whatever." Boom. Leave. Go to the function. I don't think nothing of it because they wasn't there. They ain't show up. I'm like, whatever. You know how niggas dip off, go do other shit, whatever. Cool. It's the South. I wake up in the morning. I'm getting ready to talk. On Twitter at the time. This is back when everybody was like, it was like a community. You know what I'm saying? Like shit was just moving. Like you had to be a part of the timeline. It just like when shit was moving, bro. If you don't know what's going on, you don't know what's going on. Whatever. So I'm thinking niggas talking about the kickback. Niggas talking about RIP Lil Justin. What the fuck? And we had passed like out of laws and shit. Like when we was going down 360 over here at this light. You know what I'm saying? So when we passed it, like I seen the accident, but I'm not. Nigga ain't thinking. Nigga just see an accident. Boom, I'm going to the crib. I stay over here anyway. I'm going to the crib. Cool, whatever. I didn't think, like that was my nigga, you know what I'm saying? So that was my last memory, like, cause like, it's wild because like Jesse was just a cool ass nigga, bro. Like first time I ever met him, it was in a kickback, like probably like 9 months prior, bro. And like we was just in there. He said, "Hey, bitch, like, I know you from somewhere." I said, "Nah." He said, "Nah, I'm like." You Blaze, huh? I said, I don't know. Yeah, like, whoa. He said, nah, I seen your shit. I guess he had seen one of my battles or whatever. And shit, nigga, we just locked in. We just cool ever since. And that anytime I see him like in a function, just how I see you. Like, anytime I see him, it was just love every time I see the nigga. So,
yeah. The Capasas in general, from their sister to Parfait.
Lovely people, bro.
The Pops. Mrs. Capasa she has, Jesse. And I believe her father, Jesse's father passed, and then Parfait passed. Like, it was, I think about that a lot. It crosses my mind, just like, I wonder if she know how much her sons meant to like what we became or whatever, Like, yeah.
Cause I just remember getting the news on that. Like, I honestly like what happened to Parfait, man. Cause my barber was best friends with Colton, and he was just like, man, I need to, he needed some time to talk, and how did I'm not even sure how that happened.
Jesse?
Parfait.
So I got the call that he was in jail when it happened, and they think it was like, was it head or heart?
I think it was heart.
I think it was his heart. But I think, how stories, one person said he was tussling with somebody in there, he hit his head. Other person said it was something with his heart. I'm not really, I don't have like the ins and outs.
Yeah, I don't like too much like, I don't really know what happened, so I don't really like it. It's just,
My last memory of Parfait, though, great one.
Always clean.
Funny ass nigga, bro.
He's the first person to teach me how to shoot dice. Again, I'm not from that side. Like, I didn't do that shit, We was in the bathroom. I hit him, too. I hit him good. I hit him. But, you're supposed to stop. I ain't stopped. And I was like, okay, we keep going. Because Parfait, I looked at him like an OG. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't a part of that, I still looked at him like, he stand on his business. I'm not gonna cross that nigga. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. So he kind of was like, "Come on, let's shoot again." I was like, "I already won. I want to, get my chance to leave." End up shooting again. He beat me, whatever.
Damn.
But we had started a Bowie alumni page. One of our listen.
Dude.
One of our alumni had passed, like 2017. So the people from our class was like, let's all get together.
I forgot.
He was about to sneeze again? No, that's all.
I had to make sure because I was finna sneeze. So I had to.
You need to sneeze again.
No, you're not no robot, man. We humans.
Alright, cool. I feel
it's that kush, man. You gotta stop blowing it out your nose.
Nah, it's the weather. It's really liquor.
No, I'm low key good now. I'm groovy.
I got like a church coat.
Ooh, no, I'm good. Whatever that is right there. 1800? Nah, yeah, I'm warm now. Let's do it.
Anyway, we had the alumni meeting at Boomer Jackson Hollins, Wooty Woo. He came, he sat with me and a couple of our friends or whatever. He was with a young lady. I don't know who, but he was like, it's my birthday, bro. It's my birthday. So I was like, it's your birthday? It's like, get everybody around right now. OB, got around. Then I got another round. He got up and left. I don't think I seen him for the rest of the night. So later, somebody came and was like, my friend told you it was his birthday? I was like, yeah, bro, it's his birthday. He's like, it's not his birthday, bro.
He foul.
Yeah. But you people like that, it's almost like, I hate to like even equate it to this, but it's like some mob shit, like Goodfellas or Casino or something.
Yeah, like the shine the shoe.
There, you take care of one of those guys. You know, that's just our blood and our principle type shit. You know, like I never was in a situation with Parfait where I needed him to defend me, but he defended one of my homies like to death. So it was like, out of respect of what you did for him, I got all the respect for you. Even though we had a relationship prior to that dude even coming to Bowie. But that just added to it, and I always remembered that. So it was like, plus I fucked with Jesse hard. Jesse has shoes of mine to this, well, you know, not to this day, but stuff that I never got back.
Man, my first time going to the stadium was with Jesse. Yeah. Jesse used to always wear forces, bro.
Yeah.
So that was his whole thing.
He switched. He had the pennies because he had a pair of my pennies.
Yeah, he was just like, I was like, this is my first time in here. Like they doing VIP. He's like, man, don't be scared. You know what I mean? Go in here. Da da da. Yeah. Me, Quentin, Jesse. No, Jesse. I was like,
Quentin went to my elementary as well.
Yeah, Barnett.
Brian. Right here.
Brian.
So Brian right there, Barnett right here, and we went to Bowie. So I always seen him. And we had like, you know, conversations in the past. He might have been over here once or twice. Yeah. But he was just always quiet, bro. Or he had a smile. He was just always, you know, I never really fucked with him on that accord.
The skating was dangerous.
Man, you gotta really talk about them days because people think like our stadium, we had Soulja Boy, we had some big names running through there, man. When he
first came out here,
man, everybody keeps saying that.
Yeah, we really tried, bro. Me, Morris, I think Q SARS was with it. Like we was really trying to like. Cause you know, stadium, all you do is walk around.
Why y'all ain't like Soulja though? It's Soulja bathing ape.
You know, it was like that. But he got, you know, we was kids, bro. He was like 8th grade. Yeah. He ain't nobody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I went to the stadium twice, and on the third time, I had to have like, cause I wasn't going like my parents wasn't dropping me off. They'll drop me off at my partner's house, and then me and Bo would get a ride to the stadium. He's like, we had to get a ride. We were not driving. Mm-hmm. So boom. So it was one time, one of the niggas I got a ride with got into a fight. We got jumped that night. I didn't notice. I like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like when you go in, you disperse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You go do your thing. You try to get rolled up by big. You know what I'm saying? You whatever. Mm-hmm. Boom. So I walk outside. Well, I'm looking for my nigga. He nowhere to be found. Like so I'm in there like I'm a kid, but I'm like, bro, I gotta call my mama or something. I called my mama, but she came to get me and seen all them niggas outside. She was like, you ain't never come back here. Bro, I never went back to the skating river again, bro. I promise you. I was so sick. Niggas like, bro, we went to the skating last night. Did you? Nah, I ain't go, bro. I don't know what happened last night, bro. I was at home.
Ain't no Super Sunday. What? You going to church?
What, nigga? I was watching football, bro. I was playing fucking Madden.
Hey, man, people want to know, man, who's your team, man?
I'm a Ravens fan.
Ravens?
Baltimore Ravens, bro.
Okay.
I'm from Baltimore, so I'm a Ravens fan.
Can I just ask something real quick, too?
Yeah.
So when I went on tour, I called him because we had to stop in Baltimore.
With this fucking story, bro.
So I was like,
I knew he was going to do it.
We from Dallas, right? Or Arlington, but Dallas, you know, we go to Rudy's. Yeah. Or we going to goddamn Lucky's or some shit like that, Lucy's or some shit. So I'm like, bro, what's the chicken spot out here, bro? Like, what's the spot?
Mind you, it's 10 of these places, by the way. It's not just one place. That's how it is.
I said, hey, bro, what's the chicken spot? I'm with people from Texas. You know, we out here. We don't know nobody. Mm-hmm. You're the only person I know. Where we gonna go eat? He was like, all right, bro, you gonna want to go to Hip Hop Chicken, bro. Hip Hop Chicken. I said, I bet we finna go. So we go, little hole in the wall joint, but that's our speed. You know what I'm saying? We get the food. I'm like, this shit finna be smack. You know what I'm saying? This shit was probably the worst chicken I ever had in my life, bro. In my life, and I done had some bad chicken. Bro.
He was probably on the wrong side of town. You know what I'm saying? It's different sides. They got you know how it's different places they got the best Williams chicken.
Yeah, that's
some places got like
Williams.
Come on, my nigga.
Cedar Hill, Williams.
Popeyes in Louisiana tastes better than Popeyes anywhere else.
10 times more. Like,
it was funny you asked him about was Baltimore like The Wire? Because I swear to God, when I got on stage, I was like, so
it was boarded.
This is where y'all shot The Wire at, huh? everybody was dead quiet. They was like, nigga, what? I was like, y'all shot the wire out there, right? It was like, yeah, get on with your show, bro. What you doing? I'm trying to build a rapport with the audience, but they wasn't trying to hear that shit.
That's Baltimore, bro. They ruthless out there.
But to go back to New York about your battle, I went out there with the same mentality. Like, we gotta do good out here.
Yeah.
God damn, Russians drink this shit.
I was really scared. I was like, man, my boy finna go up in that sea, you know, and swim with them sharks.
Hey,
you know
bro,
what I mean?
we better not ever go to war with Russia, bro. I swear to God, if niggas drink this shit straight,
What's that?
vodka. Hey,
This ain't vodka.
That's tequila.
yeah, let me get him. That sounded good. That's what's let me ride with that.
Bro,
Hey, damn.
Esposado too.
It sounded good.
No. The Russia is going on right now. You know what I mean?
They don't want no smoke with America,
But at the
bro.
same time, we might want to leave that alone. Tread softly with them boys, because I don't want to be no dog. You feel me?
And I want them to like draft us.
Yeah, just because we was talking down, I feel like,
Nah, y'all seen.
But
well,
let
y'all
me
seen-
know about that. I know it's on some 8 Mile shit. They trying to treat you crazy because they think you country. Because we from Texas.
Yeah, they thought I was. They thought anything I could hang with the nigga. They thought because I was from Texas. They think, but you know what's crazy? Like, you know how we feel like we're in a city and Arlington does a city. Like niggas, like outside of Texas, think we still ride horses and it's like desert out here and
You
like.
got that out here though.
But I mean, but yeah, like, but that's what they think Dallas is. Like, they think Dallas is like niggas, you know what I'm saying, like on horses and like. They don't think it's a city. They think like we just country as fuck and we don't really just watch TV like that, you know, type of shit. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like, we got a downtown, we got Deep Ellum, like we watch Netflix. Like,
Who's the guy that gave you the approval? He was just saying this and that. And I'm just like,
he was the league owner. He was the one that booked me. His name was No Mercy. He's from Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to No Mercy.
Shout out to No Mercy.
did you get to kick it in Harlem?
I went everywhere. I had a rental. So I made it my mission to drive through every borough, bro. I went through the Bronx, Queens. The best chopped cheese is in Harlem. It's called Hodges.
What was it like? What was the people like?
Rude as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Why you say that?
Bro, they stopped for nothing. I'm talking about driving, people on bikes, people on scooters. Bro, they have no fear of getting hit. They will swerve in front of your car and look at you with the fear of death. Like, nigga, do something, hit me, I dare you.
We went to
I swear to
BBC
God.
out there, and there was some girls working
Pause.
the counter. Okay, Billionaires Boys Club. We went out there, and it was like girls behind the register, and it was only us in there, so it felt like they closed the store down for us. But we was like, yeah, we got a show, and I forgot where we were, it's New York somewhere. And we was like, y'all should come. My homie band up, post marriage and everything, joking aside. But she's like, y'all should come to the show. And I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go. So they exchanged Instagrams, the whole
You
nine.
mean pre-marriage, not post-marriage.
Pre, not post. Pre.
You should get that man. See,
This is years and years and years and years and years ago.
you should get that man sit up.
They exchanged Instagram, so it was like, yeah, the girls come to the show tonight. Da 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 da. They didn't come. He checked that Instagram. It went to a fucking Drake show. Drake was in New York at the same time as us, bro. Crazy.
Hey, but that's Drake. He gonna get your girl up out of there.
This was
It's over with.
Nothing was the same era.
How would you feel?
So,
I would be sick.
No, I'm saying like I always want to ask niggas this. Like, okay, like
I would be sick if he
I'm
came
really
through
sick.
crazy, Rolls Royce, and I know he coming on drop
and
it.
took your bitch.
Sick.
bro, what?
I gotta just, you really just gotta send your girl a voicemail. They really hurt.
Bro,
They hurt. They hurt me.
Well,
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Because you know she's not staying. You know she's coming back home that night, or at least the next morning.
She wasn't
Right.
nobody girl.
Right.
We just met her there.
No. Just hear me out. If it's your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
If she goes to a rapper's concert,
Instead of your show?
no, I'm saying just in general. Just in general. She goes to a rapper's concert,
Yeah.
and they goes to his hotel and stays the night,
Oh,
and then
come on,
comes
bro.
back with you.
Come on, bro.
How are you gonna feel?
What question is that?
This is a real question.
That's not a real question.
Hey man, you sick. Sick.
You are sick.
Do you
man.
accept her?
Sick.
It's
No
Drake.
sir.
It's
Do you-
Drake.
'cause
I
it's
mean, I
Drake.
accept
I'm
Drake.
asking.
I accept Drake, but I'm gonna be headlines. No sir.
So you
Look,
leave her, for sure. No
I'm
questions
gonna
asked.
respect it, but
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to leave.
I ain't even gonna respect it.
Bro, it's
Hey,
Drake.
It's Drake.
I don't care, bruh. It could be the goddamn Pope, it'd be Michael Jackson.
No. I'm not even putting him to a high standard, but I'm just saying,
like,
a lot of females just want the quick gratification.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like he's a rich celebrity.
Look, I don't care.
It's gonna happen.
At the top of the food chain or at the bottom of the food chain, bro. As far as that shit go, like I can't let that shit ride, bro. Cause I feel too good about myself,
bro. You can't. I'm talking about we can't do nothing to the man. You might as well go ahead and let him have it, cause you gonna see him on music videos.
You ain't sliding on Drake with a Drake.
What the hell? I ain't killing no man over nothing. You know what I mean? She dipped. That's her mindset.
Yeah.
She dipped.
Yeah.
I can't.
You get what I'm saying?
I can't subscribe.
You don't want to check out.
I can't subscribe to
I
you.
ain't lie.
I love.
I'm outside the hotel with it.
I'm saying you can scrap her down if that's the wife.
No, I'm scrapping him.
Scrap him down. I mean,
I'm pulling up on Aubrey.
Yeah, you gotta
I
scrap him
that.
down, but don't kill the man because she made a choice.
I ain't gonna kill him.
She made a choice.
She did make the choice. So
but it's like,
I can't hold that against Drake. It is Drake. I get that.
I don't believe in domestic violence. You feel me?
Yeah.
I can't beat the woman down. I'm going to jail. I gotta get this anger out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
That's
not.
when you just pull up on a random op and be like,
you might.
That's how you die.
But Blaze,
what if you got it on him that day?
You might want to hop off the suite and just watch some movies, man. Shake back.
Ain't no shake back. Well, I'm finna watch the Heartbreak Kids and shit like that. Like, nah, bro.
What?
Anime.
Sick, bro.
Anime.
I don't care.
Okay.
I can.
Mr. What's his name?
I watch Baki, bro.
No, we was chopping game about Invincible.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Come on now.
Okay.
People don't know that. People don't know that. But look. No, I'm. The interview is finna chop game in a minute.
Yeah.
But we didn't already touch New York.
Yeah.
We finna figure out why you like anime. It's different.
Okay, so look, my first love with anime was, of course, Dragon Ball Z.
Of course.
That was the first anime I've ever seen in my life. Dragon Ball Z was extremely intense. So from there, I got introduced to Big O, and Big O was like otherworldly to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is like, nigga had a fucking ship and shit. Like, Big O was a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then like from that, bro, like, and then like as a kid when I had PlayStation, like the only game that my big brother had was NBA 98 Zone and Tekken. And like the 98 Zone kept skipping, so you couldn't really play it too much. But Tekken was like, nigga, Jin, Heihachi, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just deep into the game. Nigga, it was so deep. I watched the Tekken movie. I bought it on fucking DVD at Blockbuster and watched it for like a week straight, nigga. So I think that's what really just hooked me on like anime, because them stories was deep. Like, that shit used to get deep, bro. Like, for no reason. Niggas I'm watching fucking Heihachi and Yoshimitsu's backstory on why they got the sword and shit. I don't even know why I'm watching this shit, but fuck it, it's a movie.
I feel like your next album cover should be you with a Tekken theme.
Nah, bro, I couldn't see me being like an anime character.
I can see it. It can happen.
Hey, you know who? Did you watch Lakeith Stanfield's his show, his anime show?
Yeah.
I hated
the Black Samurai.
It was good, but it was too short.
Yeah.
Like
they didn't go
crazy. It was
crazy.
like what, 5 episodes? You know what I'm saying? Like
most of those like that are short, like Afro Samurai. All the black ones, you know. Even what Jaden did with his little anime, he had Jesus and Mel on that, all that shit. That didn't go too far on Netflix.
You think Boondocks was cut short just because it was black folk?
Nah, I think when Aaron decided to leave,
I think
you can't sustain it. He started as a news clip in Howard or some shit, whatever school he went to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so
that's some shit that it's like, it's hard to, it was so organic in the moment. It's like, some things like can't be duplicated. That's why I hate sequels or I hate remakes sometimes. You cannot remake that moment. Like, I'm not finna do a Tribute Tuesday in 2022. I did it already. And it was beautiful in the moment. I don't want to see what it looks like now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see another Bad Boys, bro. I'm good, bro. Like, give me something new. Even with the Fresh Prince reboot, it's cool. I appreciate it, but we had it already. Give me something else. Name it something else. It could be an older Fresh Prince, but it don't got to be Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Since we flashbacking, where do you see yourself, 10 years from now in the game?
10 years from now, I plan to have at least 4 Grammy nominations. I plan to have, you know what I'm saying, a couple of good thriving businesses. I plan to have my own farm. I really want to be a farmer, you know what I'm saying, just on some non-funny shit, but I want to grow my own tomatoes, apples, oranges. Like, I want to have, like, bro, fuck the grocery stores, bro. I want to have my own, like, everything, bro, like bread, all that shit, bro. So it's like to the point where I can either sell that shit or I can just keep it for myself, fuck it. But I get tired of going to a grocery store and seeing fucking package of tomatoes or fucking the small little diced tomatoes be $6 for what? When I know you get it for 25 cents or 75 cents per package. You know what I'm saying? Like, also farming shit, I know that shit. So it's like, that's what I want to do. I like agriculture.
Okay. So, you know, we've been chopping game, man. Before we get out of here, man, what's your next events coming up?
Glad you asked that, man. We are in the ends of wrapping up the next project. It's called Southside Forever Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be pretty much. It's not Love Jonez. You feel me? This is what I guess niggas know me as Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to display sounds of the South. I want to show people what it's like where we from. You know what I'm saying? On just like. Not even on no gangster shit, just on some cool shit, just on some player shit, just on some, like, you know, realistic shit, you feel me? Like, Southside Forever, you know what I'm saying?
I call this project his blog era rap. This is blog era rap. Okay. So when we first fell in love with the Big Sean's with the super duper flow, or Currency, or Wiz, or those guys that came out when we were in high school and, like, we had to go to Two Gold Boys or whatever to find the music. That's what we doing with this. Okay. Sonically.
So you producing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm never. Come on, bro. He stuck with me.
Okay. I was just testing to see what y'all was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, I want to toot my own horn, so we'll just move on it.
Continuous jams. Yeah. I'll be looking forward to it, man. You know,
I'm throwing my own show this summer too. I'm throwing a battle rap / rap concert this summer.
We'll be there. What's the name of it?
I ain't picked the name yet.
Hey, we gonna be there. You know, it could be whatever. I'm gonna be in the building, man. It was, you know, nice chopping game with y'all boys, man.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the interview, man.
Yeah. We gotta follow up. It's a
whole lot of goddamn passion on this camera. You feel me?